The following video by PCTC contains material for adult collectors only. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey guys, I'm here from Parkcoin to Collectibles. Now, the following video is actually a segment from the live video I did on this past Sunday for Power Rangers Dino Fury watch party that I did. I will be doing a watch party every Sunday. So go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification button to kind of see that video pop up on your newsfeed. Another thing is that the whole video actually is gone itself. You can't see it anymore. The only way to see it is if you're my Patreon, so go ahead and check that out. The link for that will be down below in the description as well. So here's the end of that video where pretty much I talk with my viewers and we kind of say some stuff about the show and enjoy. Alright, so that was the episode. What do you guys think? Ghost Channel T said, you want Power Rangers to take a rest here without Zords. I don't think there'll ever be, a Power Rangers series without Zords. Mostly because it sells toys, like that's pretty much the basic of Power Rangers is to sell the toys. That's why we have multiple Rangers, multiple Zords. It's just what they're trying to do, sell the toy. How they explain the morphing grid and what's going to happen with the series. I like how they did that from the comics. They don't look exactly like the comics, but I mean, I think it would have cost too much CGI to bring these guys to actual life. Yeah, they look a little bit different than the comics, but I still think they work for the show. And on their budget on CGI, I think that works. It gives them like this mystical being power. Look, yeah, the Morphin Master was fantastic. Yeah, I've noticed like in Beast Morphin, they kind of included some stuff from the comics too. So I feel like it feels good when they put stuff from the comics like that because the comics are good storytelling. So when they do put the comic stuff or a new touch to it, it does give it a better storytelling. Yeah, it kind of gives you more of a story and not just, hey, we're Power Ranger, let's morph, sell the toy, all that stuff. The Masasaurus just laying on the ground, funny. Yeah, they're all like in poses and then that one's just laying there. I don't know what's going on. Morphers don't look like they do in the comics because the other teams don't exist yet. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, is Dino Fury like before Mighty Morphin? It could be. They haven't really shown anything to say like when this is taking place. So I haven't I don't know if that's been said or something that's taking place before Mighty Morphin. But if it is, like it could totally be explained. Like the backstory that they gave here makes it justifiable that it could be before Mighty Morphin. Now that I think about it, what if Hasbro's doing this like a soft reboot for the whole series? Because they were trying to take a different toll on it. They could use Dino Fury and say this is before Mighty Morphin happens, and then something happens with the timeline, and then it kind of reboots the whole thing. They could do something like that. But since I believe they're canceling the live-action shows, like this isn't going to be something unless they kind of do it and then continue that story, like, in the cartoon series that they might be making. Yeah, well, he's been frozen for 65 million years, so yeah, it's way before, Mighty Morphin, because they were definitely in the dinosaur age, and then, Mighty Morphin was the present day, so yeah, it's like way before. But I feel like so far, the only thing we're gonna, story-wise, is that they explain what these little things are, they grow up to be the monsters. We really don't know who the main bad guy is, we just know that there's an evil ranger. We gotta look at Morphin Masters. Hopefully they play a bigger role later on. Like they decide to come back after 65 million years and help out the Rangers. But so far, storytelling wise, of what the show's gonna be about, we really don't know. Just that there's Power Rangers, there's a bad guy, they're gonna fight, and that's pretty much it. We didn't get a morph, we didn't get a team morph, we didn't get really anything like that. So I feel like that's probably gonna happen all next episode. Yeah, I'm telling we know who the bad guy is, but like in the episode they didn't show who it was. Like it's Boom Tower, but in this episode they didn't tell you. They just said like there's an evil ranger and that's pretty much it. So we're gonna have to wait till next week. Also, you think they're gonna probably do like a kind of like an In Space Silver where like how the Silver Ranger from In Space just came out of nowhere? That you think they're gonna do like Gold just gonna come out of nowhere? I believe the Green Ranger isn't scared because it's supposed to be a girl. I believe so. But that'd be pretty cool that, they bring back the Gold Ranger as well. Like, hey, there's this other guy you thought, passed away, but didn't. So that the whole reuniting arc, that'd be pretty cool to watch as well. Because then the Red Ranger will now feel like he's no longer alone. He has someone else from his, planet or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I feel like story-wise, there isn't much theories. It's been a while since we've gone. Yes. Usually because it's not one of the main colors they pick. Like usually the main ones are always red, blue, and yellow. I believe yellow and pink. Those are the ones that really sell, and then they alternate between black and green. They're just alternating on that. But they always have to put a red ranger. They always have to. Seems like they have to always put a blue ranger. It just sells toys. That's pretty much what it has to do with it. But I think they're noticing like, hey, we have more rangers, we have more action figures, we have more action figures, we have more toys to sell, and it just makes us more money. And I think they're going to be implementing that, and we kind of see that in Super Sentai where they're implementing a bunch of different ranger colors. A red battleizer, huh? So what are you trying to say, Giovanni King? Like, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but so is that supposed to be like a battleizer mode for the Red Ranger, like the Evil Ranger? Like it's supposed to be a battleizer mode, and the guy's just using a regular mode, or is that a type of battleizer? Is that what you're trying to say? This time it did black and green together. Yeah. So um, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, B. But yeah, so they're probably doing that just to sell more toys. Honestly, of doing black and green together. But do I have any like theories or anything like that? I really don't. I'm just hoping for like. I feel like the Morphin Masters are going to explain if Hasbro was to, reboot it, they could do that in this way, or in the Sentai, the Void Knight counterpart's armor will become as badass later. Ooh, so it's kind of like a merging of Rangers. Is that what you mean? That's pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. That actually would be a pretty cool toy if you're able to get an actual Ranger and take it apart and then put it as a battleizer to the Red Ranger. That'll make a really sick toy. But back to my theories, I don't think so far I have anything. We just have to keep seeing. Maybe they'll explain a little bit more of the story, like explain Boom Tower, how's he involved, and stuff like that in next week's episode. But so far, everyone loves it. I loved it that they include the Morning Masters because it leaves potential to many more. And then maybe we can even get like a Ranger from a series we haven't seen in a very long time come back and join them to do kind of like a story arc. That'll be pretty cool. You can see the Red Battleizer in the flashback part with the Zords. Yeah, they kind of. I'm gonna go to that, Giovanni. Maybe they're doing episode of the final. They might do something with the Morphin Masters. That would be pretty cool, but they always do like a final episode type of thing, and it just doesn't deliver. Oh, is this what you mean? This one? I always thought it was like a different Ranger, but are these their Battleize modes? Is that what you mean? I was wondering, I'm like, how come they look different? I always thought they were just different Rangers, but if they all have like individual Battleize modes, that would be pretty cool. Because it's always the Red Ranger taking the Battleizer modes. But if they all have one, that would be pretty cool. Toy-wise and, visual-wise to see it. Oh, so he's a Red Battleizer mode. Oops. And then the rest are all armor from their Zords. If I was Hasbro, I would make these a different toys, but in reality, like it would be cool if each Zord came with that armor to just put on your action figure. But I'm pretty sure they're not. They're just gonna make it a different action figure. But yeah, guys, just in case you guys did come late to the haul viewing, we did start this viewing at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. I just said, you know what? I want to do a live stream today, and then I just kind of did it. I didn't plan or anything like that. That's why you guys didn't see like a preview. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because I am planning on doing this again. So hit the subscribe button to see that. For sure, for next week's episode, I'll try to make it like a set time and put it up in advance on my Instagram and YouTube, like the video, letting you guys know like, hey, this is when we're gonna be. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I'm like, you know what? I haven't seen it. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there I haven't seen either, and it'd be pretty cool to watch it together with different people and kind of talk about it, like how we're doing right now. I'm having a lot of fun. So I'll probably keep the video up for a bit after I finish. That way people, whoever wanted to watch it, can watch it, and then I'll take it out, or we'll see what happens once I finish the video and I finish uploading. If I get copyright or anything like that, I'll probably just end the video and not show it ever again. So I feel like Hasbro might be doing better storytelling. I feel like a lot of you guys kind of agreed with that. But yeah, I feel like Hasbro's going to be doing something different with it. I hope they kind of give us a hint in the show what they're going to be doing later on. Because nobody knows if this is going to be the last live action or they're going to do cartoon. Or they have said that and I just haven't kept in touch with that. Do any of you guys know anything? Let me know in the chat. But I hope they kind of show us a little bit like what's going to happen later on. Maybe they could use the Morphe Masters to kind of show us. That'd be pretty cool. So I thought it was weird. I'm like, wait, the things that were released, I'm very bad remembering names like the first time I watched something. Like those things that got released. These things right here. They got released, right? And it's like, well, if they weren't able to destroy them back then, how are they going to do it now? Is it because they weren't enough Rangers, or they didn't have the right power? Or how are they going to destroy all these? I wonder how that's going to play out. Sporix? Yeah. See? Thank you. I'm wondering if they're going to destroy him and then go up and pick up this blob and put it in a chamber like it did before. And then maybe they could use this later on or something. I don't know. Like, that kind of made me... That storytelling is weird unless it pays off later on. Because it's like, hey, they capture them, they put them in this container, and then they kind of put it away and they can't destroy it. Is it so powerful they can't destroy it? Unless they use like a story plot later on where it's like they all somehow fuse together. Maybe that's what Boom Tower's gonna do, is trying to get these to fuse with them to become the ultimate, villain or anything like, or something like that. Maybe that's the only way they can destroy it, if it fuses. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure, like, storytelling wise, like, what's gonna happen. But I'm pretty sure in a few weeks we're probably gonna see people selling these on Etsy. You know that for sure. They're just gonna get those slimes and then kind of put that, looks like they could use yarn for those veins, and then these balls. I mean, I've seen slime that have balls like this, and then they're just gonna put an LED light in there and sell these on Etsy. Sporix, limited edition. $10, something like that. Get it in a jar or get it in a bag. Watch he has in his hand, that's going to be a cool communicator. We already seen better pictures of that, but I feel like that's going to be a really cool communicator. Again, we're going to see this we're going to see these watches on Etsy in a few weeks. I'm telling you, people, like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing that people sell stuff like this on Etsy. It's really cool because it gives people like me a chance to get stuff like this that I want and not wait a long time. I hope something gets made up. Like those from like Dino Charge, those Dino Gems. Don't get me wrong, those were the coolest thing ever. Dino Charge wasn't my season, but Hasbro never made, not Hasbro, Bandai never made something like that, so I'm not complaining for these people making these stuff on Etsy. But, we're gonna see this, and I can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait. That Morpher looks really cool. It'd be pretty cool to cosplay Paramorphicon or any convention with that Morpher. Hasbro needs to make a playset. Yes! Does anybody know, like, when's the last playset we got? Like I said, here's a better picture of those Morphers. They do it because it makes them money. It makes sense. Alright, everybody. It looks like we're down to the last one viewer, so I'm just going to end it here. Thank you, everybody, for joining me, for watching this video. Like I said, if you want to see more, subscribe, and I'll do another one next week. I had a lot of fun. Thank you, everybody, for making my Sunday, and until next time.